Why don't hipster IPA bars like Blue Moon, Belgian wheats? Why don't they like the beer that I like? What's going on, everyone? Thanks for watching Sight Sounds Flavors on YouTube, sightsoundsflavors.com. I am Christian Duke, your host. I don't understand if a beer like Blue Moon with its distinctive orange wedge is so popular and so many people enjoy it. Why do these hipster IPA bars insist upon not serving it? I was just at a bar this past weekend. The food amazing, the vibe amazing, the seats, everything amazing. I loved it. But they didn't have Blue Moon. They didn't have Hogarden, which is very similar to Blue Moon. If you want to get all, non-corporate, well, everything is corporate, first of all. Everything is corporate. Even your little microbrew is corporate. But if you don't want to have names that everybody knows for whatever reason, because names everybody knows equals business, but whatever, then have Hogarden. Nope. No Belgian wheats. They had a bunch of IPAs. They had a woodchuck, which is basically like a, what is a woodchuck? It's like, it's not a wine cooler, but it's like a fruity drink, like a, what do you call that? A cider. If I'm going to a bar, I want beer, okay? I want beer. I don't want cider, okay? They had Modelo, which I really like, but I wasn't in the mood for Modelo that day. They had Guinness, which I like on occasion. I wasn't in the mood for Guinness. I wanted a Belgian wheat with an orange wedge. They didn't have it. I don't know the name of the place. They do a lot of like wursts and sausages and stuff like that. And I may send this to them, or I may put them in the description, but I don't want to like put them on blast because they're not the only one that does this. And this is Sight Sounds Flavors. I mean, we talk about sights and we talk about flavors, and beer comes into flavors. And I feel that it's like this weird thing where you don't want to be part of corporate culture. But as I said earlier, everything is corporate culture. And personally, I don't like IPAs. They're very bitter and they're not enjoyable to me. And they have a very high alcohol content. And I know that people say, yes, that's great. Well, no, if I want a really high alcohol content, I'll drink a shot of Fireball. I'm not going to drink a beer that has a high alcohol volume if it doesn't taste good. If it does, then great. But if it doesn't, I don't want it. You know what I mean? I don't want to drink something that I don't like. And I don't want you to force me to drink something that you like that I need to start liking. That takes away the whole purpose of being a consumer. I work, I make money, I spend money where I want to spend money. That's how I express myself. And to tell you the truth, you've got a phenomenal location, a great bar, you've got a great staff, great seats, you had karaoke, you made the Impossible sausage better than I've ever had it anywhere else, because I've been a vegetarian since I was 14 and a half. But I mean, honestly, like I had to drink, what did I drink? I drank a mojito, which wasn't very good, by the way. I'm sorry. I really shouldn't put the name of this bar because I really don't want to like cause them problems. But a mojito is not supposed to taste like rum. A mojito is supposed to taste like Cuba with alcohol in there, and maybe a lot of alcohol in there, but you're not supposed to taste it. It's supposed to be a sweet drink. Right across the street from this bar that I'm kind of ragging on a little bit, there's a Mexican place called Catarina or something like that. Amazing food, phenomenal service, phenomenal vibe. Mojito was amazing. So what's my gripe? They put salt on the rim. You don't put salt on the rim of a mojito. A mojito is not a salt drink. It is a sweet drink. Why would you put salt on the edge of a mojito? That is not cool. And if you want to do something stupid like that, then you can, but tell the customer beforehand, because nobody, and I mean nobody, puts salt on the rim of a mojito. Now, I don't know what's going on with New Albany. I don't want to rag on them because it's a great town and I like it. I went to Earl's, phenomenal bar. I mean, I've been like going around New Albany a little bit lately because I'm seeing a really cool girl that I like there, but I got to tell you something that some weird eccentricities about New Albany, Indiana, but also went to Dragon's Daughter. It was like a sushi place. and they put cream cheese into everything. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Why are you putting cream cheese? I get it. Some rolls have cream cheese, but everything cream cheese, it's like, no, I didn't like it. And then at Dragon's Daughter, I said, they brought me a sushi roll. I said, I don't want anything like mayonnaise related. Nothing. I hate mayonnaise. Please no mayonnaise. They bring me something and it's got this like weird cream on top. I'm like, what is that? They're like, oh, that's aioli. That's mayonnaise. Aioli is mayonnaise. I do not like mayonnaise. Take it away. Thank you. It's just like, look, a part of going out to eat, going out to drink, you're going to not like get everything that you want. You're going to have issues with certain things. But this video is not about mayonnaise and cream cheese, and it's also not about salt on the rim of a mojito, but it's about a bigger problem. I would say it's something that, you know, you may think I'm trying to be funny. I'm not. This is not the first time I go to a bar that's got a lot of IPAs. Like, for example, in the Highlands, Kentucky, there's so many bars that only serve IPAs. And if you ask for Blue Moon, they like look at you like you're some kind of a narc or something, or like some kind of a loser, you know, like I don't know, like you're in the wrong century or something. So, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And it's annoying as hell because, you know, you sit down somewhere, you like where you're at, you know, you finally get to sit down. A lot of places you can't see the beer menu until you've already been seated. But also the fact is, I mean, you pull up somewhere, you've parked, you know, you're in there, you're ready to go in, and there's no Blue Moon. It's like, I mean, you know, really, there's no Blue Moon. I just, to me, it's just one of those things where it's just a substantial inconvenience. There's no Sam Adams. It's not just Blue Moon. There's no Sam Adams. You know, there's no like American beer, like wheat beer. You know what I mean? But really, it's about Blue Moon. I love you, Sam, but it's about Blue Moon. I want my Blue Moon, and you IPA bars out there. You know, that's the other thing. I think that the IPAs, they can also drive up the sale price on. Now, I don't know if they do that because it's expensive to buy and it's just like they're sharing the love with the consumer. But I feel like there's probably a greater profit margin in IPAs, and so maybe that's why they do it. But they just taste gross. I don't want to drink something bitter. I don't want to do that. It's just not my cup of tea. And you know, your cup of tea is your cup of tea. My cup of tea is my cup of tea. But I just think, look, as a business, you have the right to sell whatever you want. But my goodness, I would think that you would want to have what consumers want. I would think that you would want people like me that maybe don't drink the IPAs, but that, you know, do drink the Blue Moon and eat up the French fries and order the food and, you know what I mean, and tip very well. And it just, to me, it just seems like bad customer service not to have Blue Moon or to have Sam Adams or to have more American beers that Americans like to drink as opposed to these very niche IPAs, because, you know, you're not marketing a niche market. You're marketing hamburgers and hot dogs and karaoke and Major League Football. And so, and while doing that, you're trying to basically, you know, just bum rush your whole, like, you must drink IPA culture. And a lot of people are just going to get up and leave, and you're going to lose business over it. And I know that you hipsters, you know, you like to pretend like, you know, you've got, the world in your hand, but like, look about all the money you're losing, honestly, with your stupid hipster IPA mentality.